Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is week 7 of the Three Rivers challenge. Now, I am repeating dishes from the previous weeks. So once again, of course, I'm not going to show you those because I've already shown you those. So the one I'm going to show you today is the only one I didn't repeat from previous weeks. And I am trying my hardest to get things out of my freezer. Sometimes it works for dishes and sometimes it doesn't, but I'm doing the best I can to use them up. So for dinner this night, I have about 3 cups of pre-soaked rice that I'm going to cook up. And I also have some home canned potatoes, some home canned chicken. This one has the bone in it. Some home canned peppers. And this is some chicken broth. I also have this is actually Swiss chard. That's what that is. I thought it was celery that I was grabbing, but I actually grabbed Swiss chard. If you see, I put a SC on it. That's Swiss chard, but it tastes the same. And then I have one of my last jars of caramelized onions. I have one more left. Oh my goodness. When that goes, we're going to be sorely sorry. And out of my freezer, I'm going to take a couple of these sweet peppers as well and put them into tonight's dish. So that's going to be using out of my freezer for this dish. So these are all my ingredients I'm going to use up tonight for tonight's dinner, and I'm going to be making a pantry curry chicken. And in goes my one freezer item after I've got my aromatics going. And I'm going to let them just slightly come to room temp in those aromatics. And then I'm going to add in some flour. And I'm using the water off of all my veggies, my Swiss chard, my peppers, my carrots, everything in order to make my roux and thus making my actual base for this curry chicken and rice dish along with the chicken broth. So once I've got my base liquid going, it's time to add in all my veggies, starting with my caramelized onions and my peppers, followed by the rest of my veggies like carrots and Swiss chard and different other veggies. And now that I've got all my veggies in, I'm going to cover them and bring them to a simmer just to melt all those flavors together. So if anybody knows an easier way to get chicken out of a jar, please let me know. I usually just run my spatula down the sides of it, but it tends to break it up. Maybe I should have warmed up the jar a little bit in maybe some warm water, because it is quite cold in my cold room. Let's see if I can get this chicken out of the jar without breaking it up too badly. I will say running the spatula around the sides did help to loosen it up a little bit, but as I said, my cold room is pretty cold and I should have probably warmed it up a little bit before I tried to jimmy this out of here, but it came out pretty good. It wasn't too badly broken up. There goes the first piece, which came out pretty whole, and the rest weren't too bad. As you can see, trying to multitask, my rice is cooking over, and it's not a cooking day without a mess. I can definitely make a mess when I'm cooking or baking or anything in the kitchen. But I got out the chicken pretty good, not too bad. I'm just going to push it down into the liquid just to get the meat tasting like the curry chicken. And here it is, finished. And I will say this dish is much better the next day. So if you can do it the day before, that is, it just helps the flavoring. So for this week's sweet treat, I was able to pull some zucchini out of my freezer from last year's garden, and I'm going to make a quick zucchini bread. I actually made this for Flour It Up Friday, so if you want to see the full video of me making it, look at my video I posted on Friday. I made an original and a chocolate one, and here they are out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool and serve them for dessert tonight. And I will say the chocolate one came up a bit higher than the regular one, but you know what, it was down pretty good. So here it is. I did cut a slice from the chocolate one, and it was really good. And also this week I'm trying to still get through those chocolate chip muffin mixes, and I'm always making bread. So here I'm doing my bread for the week. And let me just show you, we don't eat a big lunch. This is my typical lunch right here. Just like an egg sandwich, and that's all I eat. We brown bake it to work, and we basically eat the same thing for breakfast every day pretty much. So it's no real variety right there. But I just want to say, we're just creatures of habits, and this is what we normally eat. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and click that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos.